Welcome back. My name is Dave, and this is Macaro Siding, my N-scale layout. Today we're going to do work on the yard tower and offices. Again, this would be part 4. We're going to glaze the windows, and we're going to install the lighting into the main building. So I'm just going to switch over here, and we're going to get right away with glazing the windows. All right, so here you can see the building. No windows, no glazing. So what I've done, what I had on hand, and I've ordered more, was tinted mylar, or tinted styrene, or tinted plastic, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, and we're going to put these in place on the inside of the carcass, obviously. So, now for this I'm going to use Canopy Glue. It's if you use other glues, there's a possibility of the plastic getting hazed if you're not careful of how you put the glue on. So what I'm doing here is I've started to use Post-it notes as glue palettes, for lack of a better word. So I'm going to take, now I don't know how much of this you're going to see, but we'll give it a shot. So on the I got to remember which one goes where. That one goes there. So I'm going to pick up some Canopy Glue, and I'm going to put it in the areas where the windows aren't, and I'm keeping the as far back as possible from where the windows are, because I do not want, even though this is Canopy Glue and it'll dry perfectly clear, I don't want to I'm busy trying to keep it on camera as well as do it at the same time, so it's a little tricky here. All right, so this is just going to slide in here. Like that. Now we'll do the second floor. And again, I'm going to just double check that it goes in and doesn't stick above the, and it doesn't. So here we go again. Canopy Glue. I'll put a link in the description for where for the Canopy Glue, so you can buy some if you need it. Okay, so now that's, oops, there we go. Got to make sure it's pushed down and then in. So now we have the front windows, and you can see from the reflection there that you can see the glass. So now we're going to do the other side, and I made pre-cut them, and then I stuck them to the to a Post-it note telling me that the ones I'm about to use are the track side. And so again, I'm going to grab the Canopy Glue, put a little bit more out here. I should cover it between uses. Okay, so now again. slide it in place. Again, Canopy glue. You know, you don't need a very heavy coat. You just need enough to make the area sticky. Did I get glue there? No, I didn't. Okay. So we'll take this here. Drop that in place. I'm busy trying not to move it once it's dropped in place, because then that's the moment that glue's gonna go where you don't want it. Of course. Okay, well, we'll trim them. That's easy enough to do. I guess you put the top ones on the bottom, and I'll have to trim them, but that's okay. That's easy enough done. Now the Canopy glue takes an hour to dry, so what I'm going to do is, because I'm also going to show you the lighting going into the building today, I'm going to do all of the windows, and I'm going to stop and let the Canopy glue dry for an hour so I can handle the building without poking the glazing off the building. So now I have just 4 pieces left, and they will go on the ends. How much is sticking out? Holy mackerel. I really should have checked that before I did it. Okay, so the sides. Oh, I got enough glue out to do at least one side here. So yeah, what I'm using is a very, very small, we call them Q-tips here in Canada. I don't know what else you call cotton buds, I guess would be the other thing. Put this in place. Now I chose the tinted because when the lights aren't on, it's going to be different. You won't really be able to see all the way through the building because it's just an open space in the building, or at least it is right now. It won't be once we put the lighting in place, because the lighting will occupy part of the building interior. Okay, so oh, see, there's why. There's exactly why I didn't want to be handling this. So we're going to put this back in place. And I got to clean this off right away here. Sorry, I gotta get the Canopy glue off where I don't want it. And now, is there still glue there? Yeah, there's still glue there. So we have just 2 more pieces of plastic put in place. And then, like I say, we're going to stop for an hour and let the Canopy glue set up. And then when we come back, we'll put we'll start putting in the main floor and its lights, and the second floor and its lights. And I've already done I've already put the tower lights in, but there is an order to operations to this, because once I start doing the lights, I have to start sealing up the building. All right. And one more. Now to cut the styrene, I have an old-fashioned guillotine paper cutter, which does a wonderful job of cutting this stuff, and getting it square. And okay, so again, a little bit of glue there, a little bit of glue here, some on the sides. Just pick up a little bit more off this pad here, just about right. Careful where you put it now. There we go. So now I'm just going to gently handle this. I'm going to figure out which, okay. So you can see now inside all of the glazing, and you can see from the reflection from the lights, the studio lights I have here. You can see it. So, like I say, I'm going to set that aside now. And put the Canopy Glue aside. Here's the tower with its glazing in place, and the light. You can see the light here. It's one of those little noodle lights. I buy them. They come in little packages like this. There's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 per little plastic baggie, and I buy them probably 40 at a time, so or more, because I know I'm going to use them. These are not flexible. So if you try to bend this or anything, it's just going to snap, and you've wasted your money on one. They're not expensive, but you don't want to go around throwing your money away. So I'll quickly just show you what's going to happen next here. This is the foundation and first floor. On the foundation and first floor, I always have trouble getting there. I have a center wall running down the wall, down the foundation, and on top of that I have one of the noodle lights. So it's going to go, and I'll just show you how this is. I can set this up now, and we'll. Now when I'm scratch building, I usually build on this piece of steel that I have here. Because I have so many magnets, it's easier just to do that. So I'm going to push this. I'm going to want to make it, yeah, like that. And I'm going to put the magnets around the base. I'm going to stick this building as far away as possible so that I don't touch it. Now what this will allow is that I can put a bead of glue here, and then I can just drop the building in here, and that'll keep it in place. The second floor is very much the same as the first floor, and it's going to set up here like this. Now on the underside of the second floor there is that aluminum tape that you use on your heating system's ductwork to spread the light out. And also, let me just grab it. And also, this is the roof with the air conditioners and stuff. And on the underside of that also is some foil to reflect the light and spread it out a little bit more than just where it was. So by the end of today, we will have the foundation in place. Oh, there's little holes. We'll have the foundation in place. We'll have the second floor in place. We'll have the roof in place, and we'll have the tower in place. And so next week, we will just finish the building off, and I'll show you all its features and what I did to complete it. So, like I said, we're going to stop for now. Well, we're back, and it's time to get stuff put together. So, again, now this time I'm using Aleene's Tacky Glue. This stuff is exactly as they advertise. It's tacky. So again, I'm going to grab one of my little miniature Q-tips, and so on what you're looking at is the main floor with the wall in the middle and a light in the center of that wall. I've got 4 magnets holding it down. I should point out that when I build, I almost always build on this sheet of steel because I've got, this is a magnet, I have all of these are magnets, I've got some magnets over on the other side, I got some magnets that are just magnets and not for any specific purpose, but just general purpose. And this allows me to get things lined up, get things at right angles, make sure that they are where they need to be for construction. I just find it easier. I also find it easier if I use one of these little Q-tips to put the glue down rather than using the big bottle, because then you end up with more glue and it's not always where you want it. I'll put a link in the description down to Aleene's Tacky Glue. I'll put a link for the magnets that you see here. They are not inexpensive. They're from a company called Prose, P-R-O-S-E. And I think I'm right in saying they sell them in sets of 4. I've got probably 12 of these things. So here's the glue going down. Now, the building. Now, you know, I forgot to do that. Okay. I was just saying that I forgot. I usually have a weight here that I can put on and keep things attached. I'm just going to take the toothpick, or not the toothpick, the Q-tip and go in here and, what did I just do? No, I did it right. Ho, ho, ho. Ooh, almost. I thought I did it backwards. Okay. Now that should stay tacky enough for me to do the next one. So the next one is the second floor. And there is a on the inside here, there is some bracing. And so again, I'm going to put the glue on the bracing. My head's going to be in the way for this one. Again, I'm trying to make sure I'm not getting any glue up. So this one drops down, goes in at an angle, and then it lays flat. Ooh! Almost got the wiring caught. There we go. Did I just mess up? Yes, I did. Okay, that's all right. This can come out right now because it's not glued in place, and the glue will take time to set. What I need to do is take the wiring from the tower and feed it inside the main building, because it doesn't go out the bottom of the building. It goes out. It goes in through a hole here. Come on, behave yourself. I got one in. Big clumsy fingers here. There. And now I'm going to twist these two wires together. And we're just going to, I should be able, the hole is big enough underneath here for me to get in there. And okay, so now where did I put that? And let me do the same thing on this one. Take the wires and twist the ends together. All right. Come on. Okay. Now that's in place. So the next thing is the roof itself. And then lastly, it'll be the tower. So I added some bracing, a right level with the edge here, just to give me more to glue with. Also, so I could keep the glue away from the front of the building as I do this. And we'll put a little bit of glue here. I gotta be careful I don't get it in on the front of the building, like I almost did there. And trying to make sure I don't get my hand in the glue. Trying to remember if that's a demerit badge from one of ATEM Savage's things. I don't think it is. Okay, roof going on. Now at this point, I am going to go get a weight, and we'll stop the video again. and let this carcass with windows and floors and everything set up. So we'll be back in a few minutes for you, maybe a little longer for me, but we'll be back soon. So we're back, and we're going to finish putting the whole thing together, and then we're going to call it quits. And then next week we're going to do the detailing of everything, because there's other things to go on here that need to go on here. So I'm going to switch back again to that other camera. This is the tower. It's got glue on it already. Now, I don't think these little ones will do the trick. I'm just talking about my clamps. Oh, look at that, it will. It will. I can't believe that. And now for the roofs on the tower. More Aleene's Tacky Glue. I think I already said I'll put a link into where you can get that. You can buy it directly from them in the States, and in Canada the best place probably is Amazon. So I'll put links to both. Okay. So I'm just picking up some glue here. Now there are going to probably be some light leaks when this thing is, when we run the lights. And I'm still trying to figure out how to fix that on these models. I know that, I think, is it Walters? I think it's Walters sells this putty that you can put in, and then when you put your thing on, it blocks the light. So, now I just put glue on a part that I don't want to do right now. I want to do the front part of this thing, because the next part I could break something if I'm not careful. Okay, so we're putting the front part of the tower roof on. And then this is the reason we did this one second, because it's got a cell tower on it. And I don't want to break this. And I don't know if I'm jinxing myself by saying that or not, but there we go. All right, and let's see what happens. And we'll go to 7, previous 7, and switch. And I think you can see, it's hard with all the other lights in the studio space here. Hold on, I got one more I can shut off. And we'll zoom in on camera 7 here. And you can see the lights on the inside, even though that big ugly clamp is in the way. But I don't want to take that clamp off until that glue sets. So, I want to thank you again for watching. I know we had one more subscriber this week. Thank you. We're at, I think, 726, which is, again, I keep saying, it's a miracle to me that you guys actually sign up. But I want to thank you for doing it. It does, in a way, give me a little bit of a reward. just personally. Like I've said before, I'm not doing this to make money. My wife reminds me that. So next week we have some detail to go on the roofs. On the roof here, we have an area that has to go on top of the office building here. There's piping to go from the air conditioning and ductwork. And so next week should be very, very short. And then we'll move on to something else. I'm considering just building a kit. I have a Walters engine bay repair shop for diesels that I need to build for my yard. So maybe we'll keep the theme going, and we'll build something else for the yard. So I want to thank you for watching. Like, comment, and please subscribe if you like it. And as always, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and I'll see you next week with a new video. Thanks for watching.